brought it up the other day. You've been diving hard into it.
Well, I mean, with conspiracy theories, yes, you know, like we've said before, we are mainly movies, horror, music, horror, more movies, horror.
Is that what we are?
Kind of. And some giggles.
But giggles.
But conspiracy, man, I mean, it's all speculation, but with anything, isn't there a little shred of truth in just about all of it?
That's the argument, anyway. Shred of truth, I don't know.
Like, there's this funny story out there, and it may have been last year. Hold on. To the Googles. It was either last year or maybe a little bit longer. Oh, no, this was 2016.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Vladimir Putin won't visit the Queen anymore because I guess they had kind of like a dick measuring contest when they met in England. Really? And
when did they meet?
Back in 2016.
Oh, they met in 2016. Yeah, okay, that's when this went down.
I guess, according to this article in theinquisitor.com, which I don't know how credible of a source they are, it says, our reptilian alien overlord exposed. Putin says Queen Elizabeth II is a shape-shifting reptilian hybrid.
What? Is this an actual quote from him?
Supposedly.
Interesting.
And it says a satirical piece published earlier this week pretends to confirm David Icke's, which we all know who David Icke is. He's a little loopy. He believes in all these different races like the Draconians and all that shit. Conspiracy theory claimed that the British royal family is of reptilian alien descent. But supposedly, trying to get to the good, he supposedly says, according to Putin, when the Queen revealed her underlying reptilian nature by shape-shifting, her face turned scary with evil-looking slit eyes and a long dragon-like snout. Her skin also turned a gray dish watercolor. He also saw the old monarch shape-shifting when Obama and New Zealand's Governor General Jerry Matapari, however you say that, helped her down the stairs. Putin said that when Obama held the Queen, her hands turned reptilian green and scaly, and when she smiled, she revealed sharp, spiky reptilian teeth that glistened evilly.
This is like reading a Sun article or something. It says it's from a fake newspaper.
But it's not only them. I've also seen it in some other places, but even, Alex Jones is, Alex Jones. But the thing about Alex Jones, every time we laugh at him for some reason, he ends up kind of being right.
He's had some questionable stuff.
Yeah, I kind of quit fucking with him when he said that whole shit about the Sandy Hook thing, but that's neither here nor there. But,
I just don't like yelly people. Me personally.
Yeah, when he
don't yell at me.
When he first comes on,
listen. I'm fucking watching you already. Why are you yelling at me? I'm gonna go.
And when I come back,
I'm not even gonna come back.
We'll try this again.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're still yelling? All right.
That's the end of our friendship. But I mean, we believe in aliens. That is something that me and you have discussed. We both are believers in alien species.
Goddamn right, I believe in aliens.
So if we both believe in aliens, and there is proof of actual UFOs, UAVs, whatever you want to call them, that actually visit our planet.
I like UAVs.
Is it so far-fetched to believe that maybe an alien species has managed to kind of... they lived in, kind of scenario.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of intermingled with us.
Yeah, I know. Okay, definitely. Their version of ghillie suits and shit, If they have craft that can move like the way they do, I doubt very seriously that they're like, their makeup department would be lackluster. I think they'd be pretty on their shit as well. So, I could see some fucking lizard people roaming around amongst us. Are they in Hollow Earth with King Kong? I don't fucking know.
Well, hell, even in the 80s, there was a mini-series that came on called V.
That's
you remember that?
that's the missus. She always speaks highly of that series. No, it looked boring as shit when I was a kid.
But that was where this reptilian race came to Earth, and they were harvesting humans.
See?
But they looked like human beings, but they always wore glasses.
It's probably really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I've got it at home.
All right.
But they had on glasses to hide their reptilian eyes.
Gotcha.
But it was always funny. It was such bad special effects because they would rip the shit off, and you
They
could
redid
clearly...
it. They redid it, I remember, like in the 90s, I think.
No, it was actually 2000s, 2010s, early...
Same shit.
Yeah.
20 years. 10 years. What is time?
A figment of our imagination.
Especially since CERN caused a black hole.
Yep.
And we're all dead. Or is this a matrix? What's happening? What is real?
Well...
Are these questions opening up a fabric themselves? You know?
Well, they say in 2012 that when they fired up old CERN, it sucked us into a black hole, and theories of black holes is
that was also the Mayan calendar
stops.
thing, right? John, you're gonna have to give me my crystals. Who the fuck knows, man? We're going into year 3 with this COVID craziness, which people think is another conspiracy.
Yeah.
People think that comes from a lab. It was man-made in a lab in Wuhan, China, right?
Well, it's partially been confirmed that it was, and it's been put out there that yes, it did escape from the lab, but at first the Chinese government tried to cover it up, say, "Oh no, they got it from the market down the street."
So
over
it
there.
is from a lab.
Yes.
Okay,
but
it's not that wet market.
But what people are saying is that it was engineered as a way for depopulation.
Okay.
Because when you look at the Illuminati or the one world government or those that are Big Brother masters, whatever you want to call
the
them,
conspiracies don't stop.
That they want to depopulate the Earth to get it to a number in which they can control easier.
Even that, the Illuminati, there was a card game released by Steve Jackson Games back in the day. It has all this like Nostradamus type of crystal ball type of shit, like the 9/11 stuff. And look it up. There's cards on eBay. They actually go for some dough. It's very interesting.
I mean, even Nostradamus was kind of like the world's first. Well,
his shit was so vague, though. I can say within the next 100 years, a celebrity's gonna die unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that's gonna come true.
Isn't it fair to say that maybe the Bible itself is just one big book of conspiracy theory?
Hail Satan. Nothing matters. Nothing is real. You know where I stand on
But
that.
to be serious,
I'm
when
serious.
you look at the New Testament, not the Old Testament, because the Old Testament talked about all that shit that happened thousands of years ago, if not hundreds of thousands. But when you look at the New Testament and what the prophets in the Bible, from John and Luke and all of them, the stuff that they had to say about the end times and the future, that's kind of a conspiracy
Just people
theory.
tweaking stories to benefit their fucking
Well, they've
agenda.
already proven that the
That's all
Bible
it
has been so...
And even if anything did fucking originally happen, it's been so watered down by fucking just awful people using it to control people.
Well, they've already said that the Bible's been interpreted so much that it's hard to even say if any of that shit is really for real anymore, you know? Because when King James did the King James Version, he left books out.
Why would you even read a version from some fucking asshole king? You know what I'm saying? Of course they're gonna edit it. What a douche face. Anybody that's got pictures of themselves in their house is a cunt. You know what I mean? Just hanging on the wall. Like, this is a painting of me, especially paintings. There's a couple of you guys out there. I know you got one. Take that shit down.
Bezos.
Does he have? He probably does have a picture of himself. So fucking lame. Unless you're like wrestling down a bull by the horns, or punching a dragon or something. Get the fuck up out of here. Climbing a Illuminati pyramid naked, like a titan.
But I mean, like I said, though, when they interpreted the Bible, they left out a lot of books. Like one in particular, Book of Enoch. And there have been archaeologists that have been finding skeletons all over the world of these ginormous fucking humans.
Wow, can't you just argue that that's just, of course there's going to be giant ass people.
But
how giant are we talking? Like 7 feet?
Well, no, we were talking like 10, 12 feet. But here's the thing, and hear me out.
Okay.
As time has passed, is it safe to say as we've evolved, could we have not have shrunk?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So, it's safe to say that maybe early man was big as fuck.
Yeah. Saying the oxygen,
gravity, all that shit.
Everything kind of goes into play. And people are just kind of, I don't know. People exaggerate. Or maybe there were a giant species of people. They say that there's some in fucking Afghanistan. There's giants over there. There's all these stories about like U.S. soldiers finding them in caves and stuff and coming across them and yada yada yada. Well, so who knows?
According to the Book of Enoch, they were the Nephilim.
I've never been there, never seen it, but it's actually quite mountainous over there, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not like a flat ass desert that you think. That's like Iraq, like Afghanistan and all that. It's all fucking like hills and. Well, as far as I know, anyway.
There's proof of these giants existing. I mean, hell, one of our favorites, Andre, was an anomaly of nature.
Yeah, he was a big dude. You're gonna have those guys, I imagine they're gonna get special treatment just for standing out. Where does the Sumerians fall in? They get brought up a lot.
Yeah, but they're kind of frowned upon.
Are they?
Yeah, because aren't they like the Tower of Babel and all that shit?
I don't know. Beats the fuck out of me, man. I think it was all a bunch of aliens. Every civilization has visitors from the sky. They also, a lot of them have a great flood, oddly enough.
So, as we were talking about the Queen earlier, so kind of backtrack.
Yeah, let's backtrack, baby. Hey, listen.
Rewind.
We're on topic. Yeah, we're just talking about nothing but conspiracies.
But here's another conspiracy theory.
Many of them.
So, if Queen Elizabeth is a fucking lizard, somehow...
Geico Gecko, son.
Yeah. Save you money. But somehow her son is a fucking vampire.
That's amazing. He's a little...
Well, he's wearing that chimney hat, son, looking like Bram Stoker.
I would rock the shit out of that.
But it says, and this comes from Esquire.com, so we know they're kind of... They're a little
sus.
Not sus, but they're a little credible. It says, Prince Charles is a vampire. Why? Well, the Prince of Wales is related to Vlad the Impaler.
That's amazing. The
inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. And many royals in Charles' bloodline are known to have a disease called porphyria or something like that. Maybe you know what that is because you were a hemo.
I don't know. Porphyria? You had it right.
Porphyria, which is an iron deficiency which causes people to be sensitive to sunlight.
Does he have that?
I'm guessing
that's
so.
His excuse? Let me throw his fucking holy water in your face.
I mean, when you look at him, he does look like the real life version.
Like
of
he's grimacing right there, getting all that sun.
He looks like the real life version of the Count from Sesame Street. But I mean, okay, he's got a blood disorder, but does that mean he's going out in the night and feasting on the blood of virgins?
But that's all from fucking books. Original vampires were just fucking rotting corpses.
Could you see old Charles's ass floating outside your window? Him ears, he is just a...
I might let him suck me. If he's wearing that hat. Got a little snorty snort. The moon isn't real is one of my favorites. It is such an anomaly because just the size of it and the rotation of it, it spins weird. No one knows where the fuck it came from. Some people say it's hollow. Some people say there are towers on it. It's just crazy as shit.
There have been people that have zoomed in a telescopes on it and seen craft flying into it.
I could watch it all damn day long.
Have you seen that?
I have. Absolutely. There's one of the moon glitching. There's all kinds of shit. involving the moon. Guys, look up moon shit.
Is it made out of cheese? It never looks like it really rotates, because every time I've seen it, it always seems to be facing the same way.
It doesn't rotate. It spins around and it doesn't spin. That's how the moon rotates. It's interesting.
But we need it for our tides, supposedly, and our gravitational field.
Do we? Or is that where they watch us from? Is it a big ass Death Star? What the fuck is it? What's up there, man?
I mean, if it transforms into like fucking Unicron or something from Transformers, I'm gonna get scared.
It's interesting.
But that also leads in the moon landing. Was it real?
I think so. But I get the argument,
Yeah, because supposedly Stanley Kubrick was on set when they filmed some shit, and he kind of was like, yeah, I was there, they faked it, But was he just doing that to kind of...
I don't know. I don't want to get punched out by an old fucking astronaut.
He tried to catch that Buzz Aldrin heat.
Negative. Negatory, sir.
They're a different kind of cowboy. They space cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
Riding them rockets.
That gravitational one, too.
Just floating around.
Look at you.
I didn't say
Are
nothing.
you taking my role? There's so many. I love a good conspiracy. And outside of the whole JFK, outside of even the whole pyramids, where do they come from? I love conspiracies, John. I love them. Give me another one.
So, how about Mr. John F. Kennedy? Did our government kill him? Or was it just a lone gunman in a building?
I think it was the building itself.
You said the...
Next. Don't care.
I think LBJ shot
What
him
else
with his
we
dick.
got? Oh my god. Keep old fucking...
Dumbo.
Oh, keep old Dumbo out of
Jumbo.
this. Whatever the fuck is that. Least favorite president.
But there is a lot of speculation, and I mean, that's like one of the oldest conspiracy theories in history is the JFK assassination. Was he offed by the government because he was getting a little too...
Some people say that was the oil guys, because he was really against offshore drilling. And some people even will go as far as say old Bush Sr. knew what was going on.
Well, he was in charge of
that day.
He was in charge of the CIA at the time.
Yep, he's a big oil guy. Also,
but then there's also that he was going to pass a bill where all secret societies were going to be abolished in the United States.
How can you do that? They're a secret.
Well,
That's pretty dumb.
there is a famous speech where he was talking about secret societies shouldn't
What
be
was
in the
his
United
fucking
States.
problem?
Well, it's kind of true.
like-
I mean, what is there that you got?
Hey,
to keep?
why did he have such a he was just had his
May-
little pissing
maybe-
contest with Cuba, and he was busy fucking Marilyn Monroe.
Well, a lot of people believe that the Masons or the Masonic Lodge is responsible for the rise of the Illuminati and all this other shit. Now, my father is a Mason,
Oh,
and I know nothing of it. All I know is what little bit that my father has shown me over the years. But any of the secrets, I've never been privy to. So, I can tell you this. Most of the Masons I've met, they ain't worried about fucking taking down the world. Most of the time they're just having fish fries, trying to raise some money for some kids and shit,
because they're on lower levels. They're not part of the upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are. Maybe tell your dad he needs to dig a little deeper.
You can try and get my dad off, man.
He's gonna fucking go on inside for us. Crawl up there like Jason Bourne. And give me that book of secrets, Pops.
Speaking of my father, old Pops,
Kick that COVID, Pops.
my dad's got COVID right now, and I just want to give him a shout out. I love you, Pops. You gotta get better.
Neo that shit. Take your vitamins. Drink water and do your jumping jacks and shit. Keep that circulation going. Don't just lay there like a goddamn potato, okay?
We'll get you that Jack LaLanne workout course.
You're goddamn right. Let's keep it moving. You can rest when you're dead, goddammit.
There's this one that says a solar flare caused the Titanic to sink.
Interesting. I've never heard of that one.
It says a study recently discovered that the northern hemisphere was
Jesus.
I can't read. Was experiencing a moderate to severe magnetic storm on the night of the ship's collision. Similar solar flares are known to cause power outages on Earth and could have affected the ship's radar and radio rescue signals. I didn't think that they had radar in 1912.
Did you ever hear about the Manhattan Project? The ship that disappeared for like a second?
And then it came back.
And people were like supposedly like in the floors and shit.
They were fused.
Yeah. It's like, wow, and where did they go? Amazing shit.
What was the name of that ship? Oh,
I think it was fucking the SS Titty Fuck or something. Something vintage. And it had one of them girls on the side.
like the bombers.
Yep. But it was Phil. Just squishing his titties together.
Here's another one.
That's a conspiracy. How about the episode that we lost? One of our original conspiracy theory episodes, and it ended up being corrupted because
because
blood
Homeboy
cultists.
was talking about all kinds of dumb shit.
Crazy shit. He goes to sleep every night listening to your boy,
But
you Alex Jones guys.
when you look at conspiracy theories, it all centers around this one thing: the Illuminati.
A lot of it does, for
Yes.
sure.
I mean, is there this one group that just kind of like runs everything?
Like even like Area 51 and stuff.
Yeah.
The Men in Black, all that shit. It all comes up back to the Illuminati. I guess a lot of it does. I never really thought of it. Huh.
I mean, it's already proven that.
Well, that's it, guys. There's your answer.
I mean, it's already proven that. I don't know if they're necessarily the Illuminati. Now, the Illuminati did exist. They were they were real way back in the day, in the 1700s.
But are they a thing that Jay-Z is a member of now?
I don't fucking know. I ain't part
Someone's
of the club.
got to ask his ass.
But
Are people just too afraid to ask him?
Yeah, because-
Anybody ever go, hey, Jay, listen, are you a member of the Illuminati or not?
I'm pretty sure they have, and he probably just laughs it off.
I bet they haven't.
And they probably just goes, it's the Rockefeller. But you know.
Like, well, but yes, it is. See, John.
But when you look at history, yes, the Illuminati actually existed. It was formed by a Bavarian scholar named Adam Weishaupt.
Okay.
But they were all about being enlightened. Hence, Illuminati.
Oh,
the
it's like a fucking
Yeah, it
cult.
was-
Like one of those hippies
They were-
let's fuck cults.
No, it was more. I guess it was more of a kind of like trying to.
Gross.
The learned people getting together and talking about their learned shit. But then in England, you had the Hellfire Club, the actual, not the X-Men's enemy, but the actual Hellfire
It's
Club.
a real thing?
Yes. There's they actually have the Hellfire Caves in England that are built under a church.
That's amazing.
The guy that started the Hellfire Club built this cave system down under the church as a fuck you to the Catholic Church. But the Hellfire Club was a high society thing in Britain and Ireland. It was started by Sir Francis Dashwood.
Oh, look at that name.
And basically what it was they built this system of tunnels down under this church, and it was called the Hellfire Caves. It's considered one of the most haunted places on Earth. They've actually done paranormal investigations there and shit. And it's a place that tourists can go visit. They have wax figures in there of Dashwood and all his people. And when you look at the way that those caves were constructed, it looks like the birth canal for a woman.
Oh, really? So it's not a coincidence at all. They made them that way. What the fuck is going on over there?
And so,
guys?
and it was like they'd get in there and get drunk and do all these rituals and having orgies. And supposedly Benjamin Franklin visited them.
I believe it. So was it like a powdered wig meetup kind of thing?
Kinda.
They were weird about that time, huh? I guess everyone has always had their kink.
It was a series of clubs, but the main one was in England.
And it had to get a little weird. Narnia sounds busy tonight.
What do you mean, the homeless?
Keep hearing it, yeah. Fuck that. Who cares? He lost me at his stupid name. That was the coolest thing about him. And he made pussy caves.
Dashwood's Pussy Cave. 50 cents.
See? We made it better. You're fucking welcome.
Come one, come all. And when I say come, I mean come. Dashwood's Pussy Cave.